Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, BK World TV. Today we will be continuing on the Build the U.S.S. Enterprise D series by DeAgostini, Japan. This is for Pack 9, stages 31 through 34. So as you can see, we will be continuing on the Build the U.S.S. Enterprise D series for Pack 9, stages 31 through 34 from DeAgostini, Japan. So these are all the parts for stages 31 through 34. So as usual, we will first go ahead and take a look at the contents of the magazine here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that first. So in the magazine here, as usual, you got the what's in the issue for the magazines, and then we're gonna skip over the part and build steps here and go directly to the back. Which is right here. So in this magazine, and talk about starting from episode season 2, episode 9, which is the Measure of Man. I believe this is where Data is on trial to see whether he is a man or a machine, and they make a case out of it. In terms of the kind of the legal process in Star Trek, I found the episode here interesting as well as the rights of a man versus machine. So that was interesting to see. And then, as you can see here, they talk about casting Guinan or Whoopi Goldberg there, and then in episode 10, there's the Dolphin. As you can see, some of the behind-the-scenes photos there, some of the artwork. And in the next episode, which is episode 11, it is Contagion. I believe this was the episode on Iconia. So you can see some of the different Iconian landscape that they were trying to design. And quickly go over to the next page. It is episode 12, which is the Royale. Well, this is the episode with the casino in it, and you can see some of the also some of the renderings and artwork there. And then the I believe this is maybe the last or next to the last one, which is episode 13, which is Times Squared. And then this one reintroduced Q, the omnipotent Q here as well. So you can see some of the renderings for the shuttlecraft there. Then the last one is the episode 14 from season 2, which is the Icarus Factor. This one talks about the martial arts, kind of the futuristic martial arts training there, as well as the Klingon paint sticks that they do. And then that is basically it for the contents of the magazine for Pack 9. So we will now go ahead and get started on the build. In stage 31, we will be installing the windows onto the neck panel that we got in the previous pack, which is this piece here. And then we'll be also installing the PCB board to the saucer section. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, we will be installing the windows, the window panel here that's included in this stage onto the neck panel that we received in the previous pack. So let's go ahead and install that. So basically, the window panel here, it's gonna just slide right in here on the left side, just like that. Then we will, so once you install the neck panel, we will set this aside. Then we will bring over the PCB board for the saucer section here. And then basically, we will be installing the wire 31E that's included in this pack into the socket labeled IN1 or IN1 which is the first slot on the top right there. So let's go ahead and connect that wire. So just like that. Then next, we will be installing the entire PCB board onto the saucer section frame. So let's bring over the entire saucer section. So as you can see, we have the saucer section here. So the board will be attached right into this section. So we'll get all this wire out of the way first. And then the board will attach right on here with 4 FM screws. So let's go ahead and get that screwed in. So next we will be plugging in all the wires that is for 18, 19, and 24. So we'll plug those wires in and be right back. So as you can see, we now got the wires for stage 18, 19, and 24 panels built in those stages installed. So next what we're going to do is we're going to install the decking panel lights from stage 4, which should be these 3 risers here, which is a combination red, blue, black, and yellow. So we'll go ahead and plug those into these bottom 3 slots and be right back. So now that we got the wires for stage 4 installed, next we will be attaching the wires for the deck panels that were built from stage 22, 24, and 28. So which is basically these wires here. They're coming from this side, 2 of them, of the gray and red wires here. So let's go ahead and connect those and be right back. So now that we got the wirings for the lighting installed from stage 22, 24, and 28, next we're going to install these 3 lighting cables that were part of stage 27 and stage 25, 26, and 27. It's for these 2 deck panels on the very far left, which is right here. You can see it's a little bit camera, but those are the lights. So let's go ahead and get those installed and be right back. So now that we got the lightings or the lighting cables installed for those deck panels, we'll be installing these 3 last remaining, not the last remaining, but the 3 lighting cables that were part of stage 20 and 21 into slots on the left hand side of the board there. So let's go ahead and get that installed and be right back. So now that, as you can see, we got the wirings all installed. I haven't gone ahead and tightened the bundle the cables together with the cable ties just yet. I'll skip that for now and we'll do that later. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and test the lighting. So I've installed our battery pack to the board there. So we'll go ahead and flip it over. And if we turn off the overhead light, as you can see, all the lighting are being lit up on the deck panels there. So we go ahead and turn the light back on. So that is basically it for stage 31. In stage 32, we will be assembling another part of the deck panel and also assembling together the neck panel for the drive section. So basically this part here. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So first off, we have this deck panel here, including stage 32. So we'll be installing the escape pod and the windows as usual when we build the deck panel. So we'll go ahead and do that and be right back. So as you can see, we got the windows and the escape pod installed. So next we'll be installing this lighting here, as well as the reflector panel. So basically the red and blue wire is going to go on the left side of the reflector here. Then the yellow and black wire for the light is going to go on the right side. So basically we'll go ahead and open up just a little bit more. So basically going to go like that. Then it's going to mount right on over the windows and the escape pod, just like that. And then we will be securing that in place with 3 DM screws. So let's go ahead and screw that in. So now that we got the reflector panel installed, that is it for this deck panel. So we'll go ahead and set this one aside. And then next we will be bringing in over our neck panel here for the drive section, and we'll bring over the drive section as well. So as you see, we have the drive section here. We zoom out just a little bit more. So basically what we need to do is we need to install the lighting. So we'll be taking this wire here that's coming in from the lower part that we put into place previously. Then we will be separating the wires. So we'll be using the black and yellow wire here, and then we will be placing that onto the reflector right here at the bottom, and then we'll put the reflector right here over the window panel that we installed. And then we will be securing the reflector panel with 1 cm or CP screw first. So let's go ahead and put 1 screw in. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to take the yellow and black wire again from the other wire here that's not being used, and then we're going to place that onto the top side of the neck panel. So basically it'll sit in just like that, and then we're going to put the remaining 2 CP screws to hold the reflector into place. So let's go ahead and put those screws in. And just like that, that is it for stage 32. In stage 33, we will be assembling another portion of the deck panel here. This is for the starboard impulse engine side. So you get the impulse engine will be located somewhere right here. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see here, we got the deck panel here for the starboard engine impulse engine side. So we'll be installing the escape pods and windows first, as usual. So we'll go ahead and do that and be right back. Okay, so now that we got our escape pod hatches and windows installed, we'll be installing the lighting as well as the reflector here for this piece. So basically, for the lighting, we'll be installing 1 lighting wire for now, which will be the yellow and black wire. So it's going to go right here on the top, just like that, and then we'll put the entire reflector panel on in here, just like that. So the reflector panel will be sticking out just a little bit from the actual deck panel on the bottom, and it'll line up with the holes down the center there. And then we'll be securing the reflector panel into place with 3 BP screws. So let's go ahead and screw it in. And then just like that, we got the deck panel with the starboard impulse engine area there all installed. So next what we'll do is we'll be testing the lighting using our test board. So we got our battery pack and test board here. So the battery pack will attach to slot E, and then the lighting for this deck panel is going to attach to slot C. Then if we turn off the overhead light, hopefully you will be able to see. But yeah, as you can see, we have the lighting working now, as well as the one that's currently not used at the moment. If you turn that back over, so basically in stage 33, that is it. We're just assembling 1 deck panel. So now we'll move on to stage 34. In stage 34, we will be assembling another part of the deck panel and also finishing up the neck panel for the drive section and getting that installed. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see here, we got another part of the deck panel where we need to install the windows and escape pods. So we'll go ahead and install those and be right back. Okay, so now that we got all the escape pod hatches and windows installed, what we'll be doing next is we'll be installing this reflector panel, and also installing the lighting wire for it. We'll be taking the red and blue wire and installing that onto the left side of the reflector here, just like that. Then putting the reflector right over the deck panel there, just like that. And we'll be securing that into place with 2 BP screws. So let's screw that in. So as you can see, we got the reflector panel installed to the deck panel. So we'll go ahead and test the lighting for that. Again, we'll be connecting the wire to the C socket on the test board. And if we turn off the overhead lights here, just a second. As you can see, we got the lighting working on the deck panel. So for the deck panel, that is basically it. And then we'll be moving now onto the neck panel for the drive section. So let's go ahead and bring that over. So if we zoom back out a little bit, we have our neck panel here. So next, what we'll be doing is we will be installing another set of windows that was included in the previous stage. So go ahead and put that set of windows on now. It'll just click into place, just like that. And then next, what we'll be doing is we will be taking the reflector panel included in this stage, and then we will be installing that right there. And then we will be also installing the lighting cable. We'll be installing both the red and blue cables for it accordingly. So the bottom cable goes into the bottom there. So just like that. And then we will be securing that into place with 3 CP screws. So let's go ahead and screw that in. So as you can see, we now got the reflector panels installed onto this neck panel here. So next, what we'll be doing is we will be installing the remaining 2 wires onto the PCB board for the drive section. So we'll go ahead and install the wires to the 2 remaining open slots there on the board. So just like that, and then we will be feeding the wires through from the center, and one goes to the top and one goes to the bottom. So just like that, we got the wires through on the other side for the other neck panel. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to install this neck panel here. We need to loosen up the top part of the valve suction floor here. So we'll go ahead and loosen up the screws. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and install the neck panel here. Make sure we don't pinch any of the wires. So just like that, once everything is in, I just have to make sure there is a little notch on the neck panel here that's going to need to click into place with the bottom part of the panel. So once that is in, we'll be securing that into place with 3 BM screws. So let's screw that in. So once the neck panel is in, we'll go ahead and retighten the screws for the deck panel, for the valve section floor there. So we'll go ahead and put those screws back in. So as you can see here, we now got the neck panel installed and everything is secured. So the last thing we need to do is to test the lighting. So we'll go ahead and turn off our overhead lights here. And go ahead and turn on the switch. So as you can see, the lighting is all working there so far. I'll turn the light back on. And that is basically it for this stage 34 in for the pack, pack 9. So in pack 9, what we did is we attached the PCB board for the source section and connected the initial wires for the lighting. Haven't secured the cables yet with the cable tie. I just want to make sure everything's set before I do that. But anyways, then we created some 3 additional deck panels, including one that's for the starboard impulse engine for the exhaust section here. And then we also attached the neck panel here for the drive section and tested all the lighting, and it's all working good so far. Yeah, the drive section is starting to take shape as well. Can't wait to see what the future packs will begin to look like, and maybe we can assemble more of the deck panels for the saucer section here. But yes, anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.